Hi, I'm Reynold Lukey, your certified Ironman coach for Ironman Santa Rosa. And today we're going to talk about race day mentality. Now, if you're thinking about race day mentality on race day, I'm sorry, you're about 12 weeks too late. Well, that's being a little harsh, but race day mentality starts every time you train. Every time you train with the idea of, I'm going to be doing something like this on race day. Now, the important thing, obviously, is good preparation. So, training is preparation for race day. You race like you train. It's an old story. Perfect practice makes for perfect races. So, you want to practice perfectly. Do the best you can, and that will be really important for you. So, let's jump ahead to race day. And the number one thing to keep in mind when you're racing on race day, as far as race day mentality is, all you can do is stay in the moment. All you can focus on is what can you do in the next 5 minutes to improve where you are. What that means is when you're in transition setting up your gear in T1 or T2, focus on setting up T1 and T2. If you're at the water's edge, you're focusing on getting in the water. When you're in the water, you're in the swim. You're figuring out how to keep your stroke rate up. You're figuring how your sighting is going. Stay in the moment. On the bike, you stay in the moment. You stay on what's going ahead of me. I don't want to be too close to somebody. I don't want to be drafting. How is the terrain going? Are there obstacles coming up? Stay in the moment. Same thing when you get to T2. Move smoothly through. Keep focused. Stay in the moment. That's race day mentality. Your training means that when you hit race day, if you've done it right, all you're doing is pushing the play button. You hit the play button and everything flows the way you've practiced it 1,000 times before, because that's what is really about race day mentality. Staying in the moment, because everything you're doing is something you've done before. But to do that means you have to have done it before. So that means, for example, when you're racing, you've practiced the hills, you've practiced the descents, you know how your body feels, you've practiced your nutrition. Race day mentality is all about really good execution. Visualization is a super benefit here. Everybody knows it, everybody talks about it, so go through that. Do the course, ride the course in the car if you have to for the longer distances, obviously an Ironman, but make sure that you've gone over the course. You know what it feels like. It's not new day of. You've looked at the run course. It's not new. You're playing it back in your mind. You're visualizing it. You've had a chance to run through it before. That's race day mentality. It doesn't start on race day. It starts every day during your training. Visualize, practice your T1, lay out your things, practice the fact that you're going to be taking stuff out of a bag. So practice putting your T1, your bike gear, into a bag, pulling it out. What does that look like? What does it feel like? Practice that. Put it back in the bag, take it out of the bag. Put it in the bag, take it out of the bag. You want to have practiced that. Similarly for T2, you're going to have a bag for your run gear. You practice taking your stuff out of the run bag, taking your cycling gear off, putting your running gear on, putting your running gear off, put your cycling gear on. You want to practice that. The more you practice that, the more you will be at peace on race day. I've done at least one Ironman every year since 2003. Every time, it's always a little bit new, but every time it's a matter of going through and practicing everything in my mind before I actually do it. So when it comes to race day, I am just pushing the play button, working through it. So I want to encourage you, as you're going through your training, to go through and practice every one of these pieces to it. You practice your T1, you practice your T2, you practice what it feels like, and above all on race day, stay in the moment and enjoy yourself. It's a gorgeous course. It's a beautiful course. There are thousands of people out there who are going to be cheering for you. You're going to have an awesome time, and if you stay in the moment, you'll really, really enjoy yourselves. We've got a great course, great folks, a great event, and we're just looking forward so much to having you. So, Ironman Santa Rosa, May 12th. Looking forward to seeing you. And if you have any questions for me, I'm Reynold Lukey, and you can reach me at rhlewke@gmail.com. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you at Ironman Santa Rosa. Thanks for listening.